Greetings OGS, this is Lord Brimstone 1. It's been a long time, but I figure we should have a little heart-to-heart talk, so sit down, set a spell, have some tea. So how are you guys been? Me, I've been quite busy. Actually, for the past month or so, it's been quite busy at my job, although it's not that business has been picked up, it's just, well, there's been more work for me. I don't know how long that's going to last, so that is the main reason why I have been posting videos. However, this is about to change. You see, I decided, or actually I should say I had some vacation time saved up, so next week I'm taking that entire week off, including, well, the following Monday, because Halloween is on a Sunday and I want to be able to party, so, and nurse hangover on Monday, so there you go. So in the meantime, I'm actually going to not be at my house. I'm probably going to get a hotel room somewhere in Waikiki and just relax, but the other thing I'm going to be doing is recording a bunch of videos, because that, having a week to myself with no other distractions in the world, means I can finally focus on videos that I want to do for quite some time and hopefully catch up with my schedule and a bunch of videos I've wanted to do. Which leads me back to you guys. Now, if you recall, I did a video, I've been playing Mega Man. The title of it was called Brimstone Plays Mega Man Until I Decide Not to. Now, I did this because of two reasons. One, it's easy to do Mega Man games. B, OGS was in a slump at the time. I don't believe anyone was posting, so I decided to put something up there to keep things going. Of course, I believe soon afterwards, Tails Kip did Rugrats and a couple of other things, and, well, Sharingan Lust started to post more Naruto videos. So, yeah. Now, I can continue doing Mega Man if you guys want. However, I've noticed that there hasn't been as much interest in Mega Man as some of the other video series I've done, like, well, Jurassic Park 2. Actually, there was some interest in what I did with the Streets of Rage series. So I'm going to lead this to a vote for you guys. If you want, I can continue Mega Man. I believe I was up on Mega Man 2. I can do that if you guys are really interested in that. Of course, it's been done a gajillion times, so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, wouldn't be interested in seeing that, because, well, it's been kind of overdone. Now, there's actually some games that I've been thinking about playing, but I'm going to leave that to a vote for you guys. I believe I have 4 in mind, and you guys can vote, and please vote by posting, in the comment section which game you want to see. So let me go ahead and give you the list. Number 1 is another Super Nintendo game that is kind of under the radar, but it's still a pretty interesting game. It's another one of those movie license games. It's called True Lies, if you're familiar with the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Tom Arnold. Yeah, that's the movie I'm referencing here. The game came out and actually was a pretty good game. Surprisingly decent for being a movie-based video game. It plays like Akari Warriors. It can be a little repetitive at times, although I always found interest in it. I always enjoyed the game, but like Jurassic Park 2, it does have a difficulty curve to, okay, somewhat decent to, oh my god, this game is kicking my ass and stepping my balls. Yeah. So, I can do that game. The other game I was thinking about is I recently got Klonoa for the Wii. Now, I know Tails Kip had recently did a Klonoa LP on her channel, but I figure, hey, might as well give me, the little cat boy dog thing with the Pac-Man hat. He's a pretty interesting character. He should get more screen time. Well, again, I'll leave that to you guys. From what little I played, I know about the series. A lot of friends of mine say Klonoa is awesome. I figure I'd give it a shot. wouldn't be a blind run. I do know a little bit about the game, although I don't know all the levels, so yeah, it would be kind of a blind run. But it looks quite interesting. So there's that game. Game number 3 is, well, sort of kind of what, well, let me explain. I've been talking about doing E3 for quite some time, but I have not been able to actually get it off the ground. Now what I have in mind is another E series. Actually, I'm going to be going back to the original, well, for the US that is. The game 3 would be Ys Book 1 and 2 for the TurboGrafx CD, which has been released on Wii Virtual Console, and which I own and played through completely and love that game to death. It is a true classic that hasn't had much play because of the fact it was on an unpopular system that cost more money because it was an add-on. The CD was an add-on, much like the Sega CD, but still really good, very epic soundtrack. Yuzo Koshiro did it. It was remixed by Ryo Onimitsu, I believe. Really good remixer. Well, I shouldn't say remix, or more like covers, although the structure is a little bit different. Anyway, actually has voice cast, which actually is pretty good. Surprisingly, for a early 90s, you know, everyone has memories of Lunar and some of the really cheesy voice acting. This one actually has a very good cast, including, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played the Sandman in Spider-Man 3 and was the mechanic character in Wings, if you guys remember that series. I think he's in Ys 2. Also, it has the voice talent of, I think, Dan Castanera, the guy that does Pete from, you know, the Goof Troop and all those, and those types of voices. Also includes Michael Bell. Yes, the bolt of the start was covering the poison Brazilian wandering spider, etc., etc. Yes, him. And oh, forget the other guy, Alan Oppenheimer. Now, the 4th game, this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I have some songs from this game. I've never really played it. I've decided to do some reading up on it and heard that it had really good reviews. It was made by Capcom. It's for the, believe it or not, the Game Boy Color. The game is called Shantae, if I remember correctly. It came out in 2002, I think. It's one of the last titles for the Game Boy Color. Thing is, from what I've seen, and what's got me really interested, the fact that it's really good and it looks awesome, it looks stunning for a freaking Game Boy Color game. And it's got really good music, and gameplay looks really good. It's a platformer where you get to play a female genie, although there's like the town section that's kind of, it's interesting. In fact, I believe recently they actually done a sequel to the game for Wii. I really gotta get that game, so I'll have to get my internet connection back for my Wii. So yeah, those are the 4 games, so those are your choices. You can go from any of those 4 games, or you can have me continue playing Mega Man. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys about a week, I'd say about Thursday. Now, the thing is, I do recommend you vote, because I'm going to be counting no voting too, which means, I'll explain what that means. If no one votes for anything, I will assume that no one wants to see anything, and I won't put up anything. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm not saying this to be mean or anything. I'm just saying is, you know, this channel is supposed to be, you know, for entertainment and whatnot, and if you guys aren't entertained with the stuff I put up, then, you know, I should be putting up videos, because it wouldn't be right to you guys and for the channel if I put up crap. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing me do something, like I said, there's the vote. I'll post down the 5 choices in the description, and yeah, my existence of this channel is left to your hands. So until next time, this is Lord Brimstone signing off. Hopefully this will not be the last time. See you guys later.